Hi everyone. Do you ever feel like there's someone inside you talking to you? Some might call it a Jiminy Cricket, a conscience, or even just your guiding light. I want to talk to you today about harnessing the power of that intuition and that inner guidance, that little voice that maybe you're not always so used to listening to, but the one that's forever in the back of your mind, in the back of your heart, telling you, hey, I have a message for you. Well, that's really important to own into and to cultivate, to strengthen and to empower, because that's a message there for you. And there's so many of you out there that have this natural ability within them, this beautiful message that could save you a lot of hardships and sadness and grief and problems if you were just taught, if you were just encouraged, or if you're just inspired to start tapping into it. When I was little, my mom used to always say, what does Jiminy Cricket say? And it goes back to the story of Pinocchio where, there's this cute little, I guess, I don't know if what he is, a cricket or a grasshopper or some little guy. And he's there to lead Pinocchio in the right way when Pinocchio's lying and maybe not being his true authentic self. And so I think that's a huge lesson for us all. And we're entering into unknown territory, aren't we? And obviously we have a lot of fear and uncertainty, just questions in the air. There's so many people telling us conflicting different things. We have our leaders, our politicians, people that we aspire to trust, the people that we've been programmed to trust, telling us conflicting information. And it seems like we don't really know where to turn or who to listen to. And so I'm not here to tell you to listen to me. I'm just one voice that is telling my truth. But what I am here to say is that you have your own voice. You have your own thoughts, your own heart, your own intuition, and tapping into that is going to be so incredibly important in these coming, days, weeks, months, years, who knows. It's a skill, it's a blessing. It's just something that can serve you in so many ways, no matter what is going on in the world. So I really suggest thinking now, maybe can you think about a time where something inside you said, hey, I don't want to do that, or this seems wrong, and you did it anyway, maybe out of fear or obligation or guilt. Often those are emotions that tend to pull us away from what we believe inside is right, what's right for us, and what we think others might want us to do. If you can think of that time, then you can really remember that feeling, like zone in on that feeling and what it felt like, that discomfort and that, that unbinding of what you feel is good and feels right inside versus what is going on and what the consequence is, right? And so every day, when you wake up or when you go to bed, you listen into your own true heart and you ask yourself, what does my intuition say? What does my intuition want? What does my intuition believe? And really listen. Slowly, silently listen to yourself. And you can start to translate the knowledge that's being shared from your internal self, your internal being, with your mind. And your mind has all these programs, right? All these years of, oh, you should do this or you shouldn't do that and what have you. But the truth is inside, like it's like riding a bicycle. It's always there. You're always going to know how to do it. It's just remembering how to. So practice that during these times. Practice listening to your own guidance, your own inner right and wrong. And when you hear something that doesn't feel right, oh my goodness, I so implore you to question. Don't just blindly follow. question what doesn't feel right to you. I'm going to tell you that in my circle, in my perspective, in my experience right now, there's been people that I might have assumed or thought or expected to trust, but it doesn't feel right to me. And so I spend time in my own experience, my own world, in my own heart, and ask myself why that is, so that I can be sure that I'm being authentic to what's right to me. And I think that this is going to be a very powerful tool to learn to tap into and, like I said, really cultivate this inside yourself. It's like a garden within you, you know, let's go in there, let's plant it, let's care for it, and let's ensure that it's nourished so that it grows, so that it's strong and vibrant and energized, so that it can propel you into a new life where you have more say, more control, and more unity with your own authenticity. And so I will be here along the way. I'll continue sharing these videos. I'll continue activating you and inspiring you and encouraging you as best as I can. But for now, I leave you with this. Take some time to meditate, listen to your heart, even put on some heart-centered music, just YouTube, and feel into that, you guys. Trust yourself during this time, okay? Really cultivate that relationship with yourself. I wish you love and light.